Natalie Blais from the First Franklin. I am really honored to partner with Rep. Blais on the next two critical bills that she's going to talk about, and I'm deeply grateful for her leadership on these issues and so much else in the legislature. So Rep. Blais, if it's okay, you'll tell us first about H.88 An Act strengthening local food systems. Then you're going to take some questions, and then we'll move on to H.87 An Act promoting equity in agriculture. And I know you've invited a special guest to be with us, Norris. It's really good to see you. It's turning it over to you, Natalie.
Thank you, Senator. Can you hear me okay?
We're good, yeah.
Okay, thank you. Thanks, Chair Hogan and Chair Comerford for your leadership on the 21st Century Farm Commission, and thanks to the members who are giving so much of your time and your expertise to really strengthen the future of agriculture here in Massachusetts. Agriculture has a strong history here, and we have a great deal to be proud of. Through the creation of the Agricultural Preservation Restriction Program, the APR program, we have protected more than 950 farms totaling over 75,000 acres in this program's 40-year history. Through the creation of the Food Security Infrastructure Grant Program and the first in the nation of their kind, the Healthy Incentives Program and the Healthy Soils Program, Massachusetts has doubled down on our support for agriculture time and again since its creation. And yet, according to the American Farmland Trust, Massachusetts is third in the nation for percentage of farmland projected to be lost by 2040. Several factors contribute to this statistic. Massachusetts has the second highest farmland value in the country and the third highest home values in the nation. Massachusetts also has an age demographic where 75% of our farmers are 65 or older. Farmers are also facing the very real threat of climate change, which can cause lower crop yields and complete crop loss. It's also important to note that Massachusetts farmers earn 96 cents for every dollar they spend on producing our food. And as Michael just noted, last year, our farmers stared down a drought. In February, temperatures plunged below zero and the freeze destroyed our peaches and our plums. In May, several frost events caused significant damage to our fruit crops, including our apples, pears, and grapes. And most recently in July, extreme rain and flooding in western and central Massachusetts impacted approximately 3,000 acres of crops at over 110 farms across the region. We know now that the total estimated damages are well over $26 million. I want to take just a minute here, and I hope you'll allow me the opportunity just to say thank you to Speaker Mariano, Senate President Spilka, and the Healy-Driscoll administration for their very prompt response to these disasters and providing direct assistance to farmers to recover from these losses and ensure their continued operation. This kind of support is unprecedented. And it truly marks a turning point in what we're seeing and how we're responding and supporting our farmers. With that, I also want to take a minute just to thank our farmers for their tenacity in the face of these challenges, for getting up early each and every morning to tend to the crops that feed our neighbors across the Commonwealth and well beyond. Theirs is not an easy task. It is filled with love, but it is not easy, and they are not backing down. Nor should we. Given the challenges that we are facing, the Commonwealth once again has an ability to double down through the excellent work of this commission and through passage of bills like H.88 and S.42, an act strengthening local food systems that I am proud to have filed with Senator Comerford. This bill has the strong support of the Massachusetts Food Systems Caucus and the Massachusetts Food Systems Collaborative. The bill enacts 5 main reforms to state law to support our local farms and farmers, including it establishes a circuit rider program within the Department of Agricultural Resources to provide on-site guidance about state resources, and it is in a non-enforcement capacity. It sets the value of agricultural preservation restriction purchases as the fair market value of the entire parcel, including any housing or infrastructure, such as plumbing or irrigation systems. It establishes a fund to award grants to schools and organizations to provide workforce development training to first-time farmers, fueling that next generation that we so desperately need. It provides the taxation of farmland based on its value as a horticultural parcel, includes land used to prepare food products, like a farm stand. And finally, it directs the Massachusetts Emergency Management Agency to develop plans for supporting agricultural, seafood, and processed food production in its emergency preparedness planning efforts to mitigate the impacts of food supply chain disruptions like the ones that we saw during the COVID-19 pandemic. We have valuable lessons to learn from the pandemic that we can certainly look forward to ensure that we are addressing them adequately for future pandemics. Farmers in Massachusetts have helped us as a legislature. They have taught us how to develop and implement the programs and policies that strengthen our local food system. Now is not the time to back down from our commitment, is not the time to throw up our hands in the face of these significant challenges. This is our opportunity, once again, to lead this nation. And I am so very grateful for the work, the insightful work of this commission in the future of our farms and our food systems in the Commonwealth. Thank you very much for the opportunity to testify today before the commission, and thank you again for your good work.
Thank you, Representative, for that beautiful piece of testimony. Thank you.